Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome to my next Let's Play, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Yes, I am very much aware that that is just the happy face emoji, and it looks really ridiculous, so I'm just gonna call this Gale of Darkness from now on. Anyway, I'm a little excited to play this game. It's one of my favorite Pokemon games in the whole series. It's a big reason why I really enjoy the third generation more than the other ones. Let's see, what else can I say about that? Well, my motivation for this one was actually another person's Let's Play, the King Nappy. He's got really high energy and he's doing a good job with his. I'd recommend it. Anyway, watching his Let's Play just got me motivated to try this one again. And so here we are. I do want to try and get some more audience involvement, or at least try to get some more audience involvement in with this game. So my evil plan there is I will take suggestions on which Pokemon to use, as well as nicknames for them. I just love to give Pokemon nicknames, so I was going to do that. So if you ever see a Pokemon getting captured that you would like to see used, go ahead and leave a comment and a suggestion for a nickname. Anyway, let's just go ahead and jump on in already. Yes, it is okay to start a new story. It's not like we have a file already. So first thing to note about the names, the default name is Michael, but David and Adam are other suggestions too. They all have biblical connotations, which I thought was a neat translation gag. Let's just go with the default name to make it easy. And it is going to be in all caps, which is kind of frustrating, but oh well. Anyway, it starts with cutscene. Well, that was neat. And meanwhile here, we are a high-level battler because we obviously have a level 50 Salamence, and this clearly is not some sort of simulation and isn't actually happening. Anyway, let's just go ahead and use an Earthquake on this Metagross. So this is Pokemon's third generation, so things in this game are a little different, or quite a bit different than they are in the most recent Pokemon games, Sun and Moon, or even X and Y, or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. One important thing to note is that whether or not a move is a physical attack or a special attack is dependent upon that move's type, rather than what type of move that is. So, for example, Earthquake there is a physical, runs off of Salamance's physical attack, whereas Dragon Claw would have worked off of Salamance's special attack, because Ground is a physical and Dragon is special. Alright, Michael, this will do for today. Yes, sir, that was a well-played battle. Michael, your battle skills have improved by an amazing amount. I mean, it was impressive the way you handled that big Pokemon with aplomb. You took command of it as if it were the same as your Eevee. Don't you think it's time that you consider raising other Pokemon besides your Eevee? Yeah, that actually was a simulation. I wasn't fooling anybody. Anyway, yeah, if you have a tough time remembering which moves are physical and special, basically just ask yourself, is the type Dragon? Or does it evolve, or does Eevee evolve into that type at any point? If the answer to either of those questions is yes, it's a special move. Otherwise, they're physical. Alright. Michael, you have an incredible aptitude for battling. If you keep absorbing knowledge and experience, you'll become an outstanding trainer. There's no doubt about that. The operation of this battle sim system demands precision control. Don't you mean precise? Of course, with my technique, there's utterly no problem. Rest assured, you're in my expert hands while you're plugged in and battling. Alright. Oh, right, I should show off our Eevee here. It's a very adorable Eevee. Well, not really, it looks horrible because the Generation 1 and 2 Pokemon, they use sprites from Stadium and Colosseum. And those sprites clearly have not aged. If we run into a Machop, Machoke, or Machamp, you will really see that. Ugh. Let's see. Hello, Michael. Are you done training for now? You must be tired. But seeing you like this... My, Michael, you've grown up to be a fine young lad. Michael, if only your father were here to see how much you've grown. Oh, I'm sorry. I promised that I wouldn't mention that. Please, pay it no heed. I think I don't know if it's stated anywhere specifically, but I do believe Michael here is the son of the protagonist from the previous game, Pokemon Colosseum. That guy's name was Wes, but I don't have anything to confirm that, aside from the fact that you have an Eevee that you got from your dad, and Wes had an Espeon and an Umbreon. Oh, hello, Michael. Welcome. I'm writing up a summary on the basics of Pokemon battles. Like I said, it's mostly basic information, but if you'd care to look, I've written my summary on the whiteboard. After all, the basics are important for a reason. Yes, they are, but I doubt most people would really need to see them. Anyway, so yeah, battles against Pokemon trainers, which is pretty much the only thing that exists in this game. You win a battle by knocking them all out. The battle screen, we saw an example of that with the simulation. Same with using Pokemon moves. Switching the battling Pokemon is pretty easy. You just open the menu. Same with the items. Calling a Pokemon in battle, that is a new feature only in these two GameCube titles, Colosseum and Gale of Darkness. Calling a Pokemon only works for specific types of Pokemon, but it also raises your accuracy and cures sleep. Let's see. Leveling up, you get money. That's experience points. Learning a new move, you learn that when you level up. Evolve, there are a lot of ways to do that. Status problems and healing, you use items in Pokemon centers. Moves have types, just like the Pokemon do. And if you use... Let's see. I think... Yeah, you know what? I don't think it's going to explain it. But if you use a move that has the same type as the Pokemon using it, then you'll get what's called a same type attack bonus, or stab. That's usually a good thing to seek out or have on every Pokemon, because if you're not going to be able to deal super effective damage, that's usually your best source of damage. Let's see. So basically, what makes a move super effective? That's basically the type chart. I do know it pretty well, but a basic example is fire burns grass and water puts out fire. And then the opposite. Water does not work well on grass, grass does not work well on fire. You don't need leveling tips, you just train them, and catching tips is practically useless since there are no wild Pokemon in this region. Or at least not for now. Alright, let's go in here. Oh, hi Michael. Have you finished training? Oh, wait, that was the professor. Oh. Anyway, Michael, this is the director's office. Did you want to pay a visit to Professor Crane? Oh. You don't need to be that stiffly official, Lily. But... Oh yes, I've heard the battle coach singing high praises about you, Michael. I've heard that your battling skills have improved dramatically recently. That's outstanding, Michael. I sure don't think I'd stand much of a chance against you. I wish everyone wouldn't drown them in such gushing praise all the time. My son and daughter will become spoiled rotten. Oh, there's nothing to worry about. Both Michael and Jovi are wonderful kids. By the way, I don't think I've seen Jovi since lunchtime. Michael, I hate to bother you, but could you go find Jovi for me? Michael, I think you already know, but several research projects are in their critical phases in this lab. That's why your mother can't afford to take any time off right this instant. So please, honey, will you go find a Jovi for me? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, thank you. I'm counting on you. I don't think she could have wandered off too far, but just in case, check outside too. Well, we have our first mission. I'm sorry, Michael. After 5 long years, this project is finally on the verge of coming together. But for that to happen, we can't do without your mother's expertise. Oh yes, I left a PDA in your room, Michael. Go and check it out. I don't know if I'm supposed to stand for this, or not stand for. I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce the star. PDA stands for Pokemon Digital Assistant. It's a very useful electronic tool. A PDA can be used for email, among other things. I'm sure that you'll find its many features useful. It's quite easy to use, Michael. I'm sure you'll have no trouble figuring it out. Although, speaking of the last game, Colosseum, Gale of Darkness is an interesting sequel. I feel it's both superior and inferior to the previous game. It's made a lot of improvements that are overall superior, and I'll get to those as we come across them, but it's got a much lighter story tone. Like, it's still pretty dark by Pokemon standards, but it's lighter than Colosseum. And I felt like that was kind of a bad direction to go. Don't get me wrong, Pokemon doesn't need to be dark, but it was refreshing when Colosseum did it. This combination works, but this doesn't quite fit. Hi, Michael. I'm compiling the basic data for that big project of ours. Huh? What big project? Why, it's the Purify Chamber, of course. Didn't you know? No, I did not. But to be fair, we just started up this game. Michael was effectively born a few minutes ago. Effectively. Oh, Michael, have you seen Jovi? We were playing hide and seek. But Jovi's been gone a while now. Maybe she's playing in your room, Michael. Oh, my room. Okay. If only I knew where that was. Ooh. We bring you ONBS news. Authorities still have failed to find any traces of the cargo ship SS Libra since its sudden disappearance off the coast of Gatian Port. There have been no reports of flotsam that may indicate the ship sinking. The authorities appeared mystified by the way the ship vanished like smoke. There are reports that numerous Pokemon were on board. Concern is rising over their welfare. Yes, this is basically just like the Yu-Gi-Oh world, but instead of being obsessed with a children's card game, everyone's obsessed with animals. Rumor has it that there was a new Pokemon that even Professor Crane has never seen on that missing ship. It's very worrying. I hope the Pokemon on board are safe from harm. A huge cargo ship just doesn't vanish into thin air. They just have to be more careful searching. The ship probably had engine trouble. It must be adrift in the sea somewhere. The simplest solution is often the best. I haven't been to the Krabby Club for a while. It'd be nice to catch Razzle and Dazzle's show again. Yeah, although, then again, my name being in all caps probably remains consistent with the rest of the region, but I do intend to use proper capitalization with Pokemon nicknames. My Pokemon and I, we're always together, even when we're sleeping. If you want to become friends with Pokemon, companionship is very important. I guess, but sleeping with your Curlia just sounds a little bit creepy. Same with sleeping with a Machoke. Creepy. Ooh, a Plusle. Popla! Have I seen Jovi anywhere? Come to think, I haven't seen her since lunch. It's Michael's room, but lately his kid sister appears to have the run of the place. Hey, there's something on the desk. Michael found a PDA. And then he obtained the PDA. So yeah, this game has a lot of interruptions, and they'll always show up in the top left of the screen there. So you just have to press the A button again to open it up. If you're reading this email, then you must have obtained the PDA. Try out its many features. By the way, Adon was playing hide and seek with Jovi. Why not have a chat with him? Yeah, we did already talk to him, but I guess we gotta head back on up there and talk to him again. Ooh, 3 potions. That's a way to start off a journey. Although, to be fair, I think every Pokemon game gives you at least 1 potion before it actually starts. But since this one already gave us a Pokemon, we needed to have 3 potions to make up for the fact that it basically jump-started us into this whole experience. Ah! You startled me! Oh, hi, it's you, Michael. It's me, Adon. You're looking for Jovi? We're supposed to be playing hide-and-seek right now, but isn't she around anywhere? Well, maybe she's gone off to Dr. Kaminko's manor. It's a big, weird house southeast of here, which is apparently across a lake and in the mountains. Of course she would go there. Jovi's it in our game of hide-and-seek. I wish she'd find me soon. My back is starting to hurt. Oh, Jovi just sounds like a wonderful person, offering to play hide-and-seek with a guy, and then leaving him, and then just leaving him there. Ugh, wonderful. Oh boy, the world of Pokemon is so deep. The more I study them, the more I am inspired by the very fantasticalness of it all. For example, you know all Pokemon have types and abilities, right? If you keep those facts in mind and apply them to battling, you can always gain an advantage over your opponents. Yeah, Pokemon is a pretty unique RPG in that aspect, in that you always have control over who takes the hit, or at least in the single battle games. This one has mostly double battles, so you don't control it that much. Hi, Michael. I heard about you. Sounds like you've been racking up outstanding scores on the Battle Sim system. But instead of that virtual reality stuff, how about a real battle for a change? I'll be happy to battle with you anytime. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's the spirit. Let's get it on. So this is a big flaw that they kept in from Colosseum, in that battles in this game are very slow. They were slow in Colosseum too, but they're slow in this one. I don't think I have any way to speed things up, like you can't turn off the animations or anything. You just have to watch. And since every battle in, well, nearly every battle in the Ore region, or Ore region, is going to be a double battle. These first few are single battles because we only have EV, but they'll eventually be double battles. Anyway, since they're all double battles, that's potentially 4 Pokemon that get an action per turn, and it'll run through them one at a time. At roughly the same pace that this battle, or the Pokemon in this battle, went through. So yeah, things can go pretty sluggish. Well, that was an eye-opener, Michael. Or, that was an eye-opener. Michael, you've become a lot tougher without me noticing. Okay, I'll train using the Battle Sim system too. That's what I'll do. Well, your Pokemon needs experience too, otherwise it just won't get any stronger. Anyway, let's go over this way, because behind the lab there is an item ball. And yes, they are referred to balls even though they are clearly more square than ball-shaped. They just happen to have a Pokeball theme to them. I thought I was gonna say something else. It slipped my mind. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and head out to Dr. Kaminko's place. Sorry if I'm out of sync. Audio's a little out of sync for me, but it should be fine for you. Oh, this place looks really lovely, but I think I will save that for next time. So I'll just go ahead and cut that off here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you then.